What's going on, everybody? Welcome along, welcome back to another episode here on Thornton Farm. As you can see, we are just clearing up the rest of these bales we made yesterday. We're going to get a few loads in today, next hour or two, and then my aim and my hope is at least that we can kind of look at the combine and get that pulled out of the shed. Just want to make sure everything's tickety-boo with that, because hopefully, all being well, we might have some rape to cut tomorrow. So I'll just like to get that pulled out, I'll have a quick look through it all, make sure it's all doing very well, and then we can get started with our harvest, which is going to be fantastic. As you can see right now, we're currently stuck in quadrants, which would be nice and easily stacked up. Get off there. Nice and easily stacked by our quad pack, which we tow behind the baler, which makes this all very easy. It does mean we've got a heck of a trailer load of bales to carry, but it's looking good. It's looking good. It makes everything, this whole process a lot easier. It gives me a nice tower to pick up. What I'm doing is make sure I grab that bottom bale a little bit lower. It's better. And then we'll just get these stacked, and away we go. Having the larger load, the wheel loader here, does make this kind of work a lot easier, that's for sure. It doesn't get thrown around by the weight of the bales half as much as a telehandler would. So that's very important when you're dealing with this kind of load of work. What I do is just make sure I get lined up there nicely. Situation. Do that again, we'll come in this way again. So I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're enjoying yourself today. As we slowly come to the end, we did have quite a disappointing yield for a whole crop harvest yesterday. But I was thinking about this last night, the main thing is at least it's in. I'd rather have a disappointing yield in, I suppose, than one that we're not able to harvest. Obviously I would have preferred a much better, greater yield completely, but it didn't look like that was going to be possible. Let's put these ones up in. These just don't want to come off. Good enough, but we got there. What I might do is give him a little bit of a tap in this corner. So he does it. Whoa. One's looking a bit loose as well there. On the other side, make sure that will run safely. What I don't want to do is move the tractor in for this load to be unbalanced, so just want to make double sure that everything's in nice and safe. Top. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, let's get this strap into that. We're not going far with them, like I say, we're only going back to the yard, so it doesn't matter if they're two all over the place. It's just to keep them in a relatively safe position. No, I appreciate some of you might not quite figure out what I'm talking about in terms of the whole crop harvest. You didn't quite get to see that yesterday. I had it all recorded. We did some good footage actually. Got my local contractors in with a chopper to take down that field of barley whole crop, and then I came to upload it last night and do a little bit of editing, and it wasn't there. Somehow it being completely corrupted. So that was very disappointing. So we haven't been able to see that. I will show you what we've got in the pit when we go back into the yard there, but at the moment we're just going to have to kind of take my word for it that we did it, and we'll try and capture them next time, I guess. But yeah, that was very disappointing to see. Drop in, lovely. Alright, so let's get back down to the bottom now. Look at the view today we have, it's beautiful out there. All my crops ready to cut, just about. Another stunning day in Thornton Farm. Again, a little tiny top on there, just gonna let me. I'm gonna get those shunk along a bit now, they're a little bit too far away from my liking. It'll do for this short trip, but it'll be a little bit better. It'll do. We haven't got many more up here anyway. So do let me know in the comments below there if there's anything you'd like to see coming up. Bear in mind we do have harvest coming, there's plenty of opportunities there, so if there's anything in particular you'd like to see, of course I am all ears for that. So drop me a comment below and we'll see what we can do for you. To give you a heads up there, looks like, given on how everything's looking at the moment, that the canola is going to be fit first, so we'll oilseed rape, sorry, so we'll have a look into that and we'll see what we can get cut probably tomorrow at this rate, I would say. It certainly looks the most fit, so we'll definitely get a head start on that at least. So yeah, keep giving me any suggestions you have and we'll see what we can do for you. Right now, that's why I'm trying to get pushed through with this hay as quickly as possible, because I don't want this lingering out in the field there when we're starting to focus on the silage, on the harvest. So I'm probably some second cut silage somewhere. We still do have to get up the coast again to go and cut or bale actually that grassland that we cut down in the previous video, beginning of the week I believe it was. That's still standing on the ground there. From what I've led to believe, the customer has had that turned a couple of times, so it's drying out nicely. Just need to get ourselves over and get that picked up. And again, we're just going to give it a gentle little tap just to square that corner up. And just like that, we've got 24 bales on our trailer. Nice and easy. I think we need to take that back rack off there just to allow me to actually get a full load on, but again, we're only going around the corner, so it's not a long trip. I'm just going to push these back ones on. Try something a bit risky here. Not to worry. So let's get some straps on here because it's a bit of an awkward trip out of the field. I've had it happen once before where I get out of the field and I lost the bale in the gateway, and that didn't end well for the bale or the gateway, to be truthful. That was a lot of repairing of a fence posts. Loader back down. I'm going to grab another stack and take them just in on the loader. Seems a shame not to. So if you remember rightly, this was the field that we spread slurry on at the very beginning. Or one of the fields we put slurry on too. And it also got a little bit of kick of nitrogen just to see at home really. But overall we've done very well with the number of bales we got off here. Very happy with that. Head back and just taking the view here, mainly of the JCB, obviously. Push off the grab a little bit there, so we'll grab that back in. And so here, if you're ready for it, here is a monstrous whole crop silage from one field, about 12 acres of whole crop. Look at that. That's not much at all, really, disappointingly. Oh. How did that happen? Well, clearly my grab doesn't work very well. Okay. Picked up. Could have been worse. Could have happened right in the gateway, I suppose. Get you turned around as well. Lovely. No harm done. Got those turned around pretty quickly. So, I think we'll just continue to stack everything in here. I do believe I might have a buyer for some hay actually coming up, so that's going to be quite nice to get rid of some of mine. I'm not going to need it all again. But we'll wait and see what happens with that. It is always nice to know that if you have that little bit extra surplus stock, that you can always find someone to pick it up for you. What I might just do is use the edge of the silage bit here just to get everything squared in. More chance to stay on the trailer there, at least on the forks. We do need to muck out these cows again very shortly. There's a shed full of muck lying in there. Won't be too long till we'll be spreading that in the field as it goes, so that's going to be quite good. Always like free fertilizer. So we're just going to have a wander back, we'll get the tractor trailer into here. For now, we might just leave this in the shed, I might unload it, we'll see how I feel. Alrighty then, we're back. For now, well, I think I'm just going to leave this in the shed. I don't want to be working on this too late this evening. I want to go and just have a quick look at the combine as well, make sure that's all going. I'll make sure there's no issues with that going. So for now, we're just going to try and reverse this into our shed. Do my best not to hit the telehandler there. So don't forget in the shed, it'll keep the dew off the bales. That's the main thing. Just leave this here. And we'll come and empty that out in the next couple of, well, probably tomorrow morning actually, before the we can get on with the combine. But for now, we're going to go and pull out the header trailer with the mammoth here and make sure that can get serviced up in the workshop. We've probably got a few cutter bars cutter knives to replace, make sure they're all looking fresh, give everything a good grease over, and then we'll fire up the old beast of a combine for a warm through. Typically what we do is I start up every couple of weeks, during the winter months anyway, just to keep it all firing over really, more than anything else. I hope I can get that out with the trailer and baler here. We'll give it a go. So yeah, we'll keep the combine firing through, and also just to make sure that there's no vermin or pests making a little nest in there. Because the last thing you want to do is when you start harvest is to have any birds' nests or anything stuck in the engine, because that more often than not can result in a pretty nasty looking combine fire. And that is the last thing anybody really wants. Let's get out without clipping this corner. Just mount the ramp here, yeah, just a little bit. Swing towards the ground tower. Perfect, we're out. Clip over that. Lovely, we're free! We need to remove that fence as well. It's always nice to get that header out for the first time. It's always a sign of some real progress. Perfect. So, I'm just going to drive head on into here, and then we'll just have to move that trailer at the other end there. There's plenty of space to get in. Desk then, the angle grinder, left out. We are in. Perfect. So, we're going to have a quick look through this, but in the meantime, I'm just going to head it back over. We'll start the combine up, move the fence out of the way that's blocking it in with the mowers, and then let the combine run through for a little bit. So I'll come back and see you in just a little while. Okay, so we got a success. The combine starts, which is great news. We're going to leave it to tick over for a few minutes, and then I'm going to come back, and I feel like I might pull it out of the shed actually, and then we'll take it over to the yard just so it's next to the workshop so we can tinker on with it, get things up and working. So as we can see, everything kind of gets a clean out before we're finished at the end of harvest, before it gets tucked away. So it's all nice and clean. It was all greased up, so the tension was taken off the belts. So we just need to go back in there and check everything over one more time, put the tension back on, and then we'll probably just fire it away and let it tick through in the yard quickly, and then we'll be good to go. But for now, I'm going to give it a little bit longer to tick through there. So let's exit that one. Have a quick look around it, make sure there's no beasties hiding everywhere or anywhere. Good. No. Perfect. So we'll give it a minute or two. Let's get it warmed up there. So this is where we're going to be coming straight into. We're going to field the canola here, which is bang on ready to go, which is great news. So it's going to be great to finally get a start on this. This was desiccated about a week ago, so it's probably about 9 days ago now, so it's looking good. Looking like we can make some progress with it tomorrow. Weather being good, that is. We're expecting to have a bit of a grey start, so we'll get to go probably late afternoon, I should hope, all being well. But it'll be nice to just get a movement anyway. So it's going to be looking good to get finally going with the harvest again. In the meantime, we're going to jump in the combine and we're going to get her edged out of here. So this has got to be in a bit of a few point turn, really. Just edge it forward ever so slightly. Good in the mirrors. And we're looking alright here. We're just going to slowly edge her out. And one more drop. And we're out into the daylight. Gate post behind me, no, I don't want to crash into that, just edge it forward. Okay, so like I said, we're going to swing it around to the other side of the farm, park it next to the workshop there. We'll probably get a look at it over the course of tonight and tomorrow morning, I should expect. But so far it doesn't need a lot of work doing to it. I make sure that's all done through the winter months, so we don't have to worry about that pre-harvest. But we will just take it over there. I always like bringing the combine out for the first time. It's always a great feeling. Just let it go nice and slowly. All we're going to do is just park her here next to the workshop there, so we can get access to the grease nice and easily. And we'll leave it here for the day. I think at this stage we're going to call it a day for the video as well. I am going to potter on and get everything sorted out and service with the combine. I might unload that hay as well if we get round to it, and then we will catch in tomorrow when we're probably going to be hopefully nibbling into a little bit of oilseed rape as well. So keep an eye out for that. And if you have liked what you've seen today, and if you like what we do so far, then don't forget to hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and stay tuned for more from Simulation for the Nation. Until next time, enjoy yourself, enjoy what you're doing, but most importantly, happy farming.